Is this on?
Who's your favorite president? Like Abraham Lincoln, legendary vampire hunter? You ever see the documentary?
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
Eric, I have a question for you.
Okay, Joe.
Hey, who do we used to make fun of all the time until he got cancer?
Roman Reigns?
That is correct.
All right.
Hey, who do we kind of put in his place? Because, you know, we thought it was too harsh. He had cancer, so we put some new name in his place.
Bobby Lashley.
Yes.
Eric, I'm sorry. Thank you for that. Andrew, who are the two current main champions in WWE?
Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Right now, we have... This might be the worst two champions we've ever had.
Well, look.
Ever.
Hold on.
Let me say this.
Yes.
This Bobby Lashley is way better than I'm cucking Rusev Bobby Lashley.
Hold on. You hold on.
Okay.
The Hurt Business is cool.
Hold on.
Bobby
Just
Lashley's
stop
not
there.
very cool. Okay.
Oh boy. Look, last year I was right up there with you. But I've really been impressed with Bobby Lashley lately.
You have been.
Yeah.
You've given him best acting, best
I
dress,
never gave him best acting.
best moment,
Best move.
best move,
Best comment.
best cock.
Definitely.
You gave him last
his
week.
his spine buster is not awesome, especially the one he gave to the Miz this week.
Listen, that was
He's
so
a better champion than the Miz.
Yeah.
Than goofy fuck Miz.
Well, that's the
He's
thing.
got you there.
They finally booked him correctly.
Right.
They took the title off someone shitty.
yeah.
And in his
Plus,
current
he has a
state, and gave it to
mouthpiece.
him.
He has a mouthpiece now. Roman Reigns has a mouthpiece, but his mouthpiece doesn't use his mouth.
No.
His mouthpiece is mute.
Yes, his
His mouthpiece
doesn't
isn't allowed to
talk.
mouth.
What are you gonna do
If
with
you
that
just
mouth?
had Roman Reigns out there, he says a few words, but Heyman cuts the promos, then you'd have the same situation on Raw with Bobby Lashley and MVP, and that's why Lashley's never been better. I never thought I would root for a Bobby Lashley as champion, but you know,
Right.
He was almost though booked as a face. In
it was a
weird
total
way.
babyface win.
And like everyone was rooting for it
Because the Miz was such a shithead, like a
Yeah.
little bitch.
Yeah.
And how he got the title was a bitch. They played it up. You knew what was going to happen at the end the way they were doing it. Right? Every time they restart a match 3 times,
Yeah.
you know the guy's going to go over.
Of course.
But like just to ring the bell and grab the title, like Miz isn't that big of a bitch. Lashley's not Brock Lesnar, right?
Yeah, he
Or
is right now.
Supposed to be.
But he is right now.
They're trying to make him.
He
Brock
just
Lesnar.
fucking beat Braun clean last week.
True.
Yeah.
True. Kicked out of the.
How many people
Power
have
Slam.
done that?
He's always even
Everyone.
with Lashley.
Everyone.
even you know, Lashley's been a heel for what, over a year now at least.
Yeah.
No, because even when he was with Corbin and what was it, Corbin Braun or Corbin and that like 3-man stable for a little bit.
McIntyre.
Corbin and McIntyre, yeah.
Right?
Like even then, like Lashley was a heel with them, but he was still just Bobby Lashley, like
Yeah.
goofy face Bobby Lashley. Now he's got like the psycho face going,
Right.
You know, and
I mean,
I
he
think it's
gave
really
us
good.
our soundboard
did.
clip.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
angry Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
That's
a
what you call him.
couple. I mean, like, you know, a few months ago, we'd be like, Bobby Lashley is champion.
No.
Yeah.
So,
You know, someone made a really good point. I pointed out like, I posted about like last year Bobby Lashley was in a cucking storyline.
Yes.
And they're like, well, if he hadn't been in that cucking storyline, we would have never gotten bottom right.
oh, right. That's
Who are you?
true.
We would have never gotten that.
Yeah.
Single greatest line in WWE.
So I guess thank you, Bobby Lashley.
Thank you, Bobby
This is
Lashley.
All thanks to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's come a long way, man. I was never a fan, but he's been really good. And again, this is all just so that McIntyre could beat him at WrestleMania.
Right.
He's their best option for McIntyre to face because Lesnar's, I guess, isn't coming back, or maybe
No.
they don't want him.
They're really fast tracking Drew McIntyre beating Flair's record, huh?
Maybe, yeah.
He's really getting a lot of titles.
Yeah. He'll
Really
be
fast.
Yeah, he'll be, what, a 3-time champion come WrestleMania?
Yeah. In the span of a year.
In a year.
3-time champ.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that's what Sean did, right? Sean,
Well, that was the
lost
90s.
hit one and then,
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, a lot to talk about tonight, but first we have to thank 4 new patrons. So thank you to Tim Davis,
Cha-ching.
The Stinger,
Oh.
Saint Mantoots,
Ooh.
and Joe Martin got a year sub. So thank you. Special thanks to Joe Martin.
Your subscription for those over 40. That's a subscription.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. We have the Wednesday Night War recaps. We got all the brackets. What's the last one we did? Best feud of all time? Best feud/rivalry of all time. We also did the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
And I'm going to push this out there. March, we haven't figured out yet.
No.
We could do this in March, maybe in April. I'm going to do a mystery show. You guys aren't going to know what it's about. You're just going to have to show up, turn on the cameras, start recording, and I'll have everything prepared. And it's going to be a mystery. And that's all I can say.
Is that like our Patreon? Or
It'll be our Patreon. All I can call it is the mystery show.
Joe's Mystery Hour.
I've got it all planned. I've already started doing a couple things for it. If you guys approve it, can't really mention it. I think it'd be fun and go from there.
I mean, my idea was it's March Madness.
True. Andrew's automatic. I know what it is. Anyway, let's see.
I mean, obviously we would have to do a bracket. We'd been tossing out best guy never to win the title.
March Madness bracket. Yeah.
Oh, again, like I said, maybe we save this for April and do the best guy to not win the title in March.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, I still haven't figured out Fastlane food.
Breakfast Lane, right?
Breakfast Lane. I mean, I
Breakfast
guess
Lane.
breakfast tacos.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
No, I did figure out WrestleMania.
Yeah?
So WrestleMania has what, like 7 main events?
Yes.
So obviously,
You're going to make 7 entrees?
a 7-course meal.
Oh, my God. Well, this was great, but excuse me for a minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
Well, obviously, it's not 7 entrees.
I know.
You know, soup, a salad.
You're going to make soup for WrestleMania?
Yeah, wrestle soup.
I can make a nice.
Oh wait, that's
What else are you making?
Don't be plugging other podcasts. I think that's a podcast.
Oh, yes, it is. But they're cool. They're cool with us.
No, I'll figure it. I actually had a really good idea for WrestleMania. I think I texted it to you guys.
Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah. Did last year we just got together Sunday. We watched Saturday on our own.
We didn't get together.
No, huh?
No.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's right. Quarantine had already begun, like worldwide quarantine.
Yarp.
Worldwide.
Quarantine.
Yeah, so
worldwide.
again, patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We just put out the St. Valentine's Day Massacre episode, which is the debut of Paul White, who is now signed with AEW.
Is that Paul White?
Paul White?
Just insane coincidence. Just insane.
No, it's not a coincidence.
No.
No.
It's not a coincidence.
They're like, well, we're not going to make
Right.
up some
Redo it.
ridiculous name for him.
Clearly, we gave them the idea to sign Paul White.
That's
Because
true.
they were like, oh, right, that pay-per-view was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get Paul White.
We need him.
They're currently in
He needs
negotiations
to
with
be all-
Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
Nice.
Anyways,
Hey, speaking of WrestleMania, like, have they started selling tickets yet?
no.
No.
Because there's still a chance they don't have fans.
Probably.
No, why would they fucking do it at the stadium if they're not going to have any fans there? That'd be pointless.
Well, if they're like, no, we're not going to let you have fans, they're like, book it in Texas.
They are. They just had Super Bowl in Florida.
Okay.
But yeah, that's yeah.
Are we even looking into this, or flights are so cheap?
COVID mania?
Yes.
That doesn't sound
Oh,
fun.
as long as
'Cause you
Universal's
only get to go
as
to-
long as Universal's open.
You only
It's
get
not-
to go
I'm
to
not.
one night. You know, like, what do we do the other night?
And we have to buy tickets for both nights.
My name is Joe, and I like to party.
Oh, my name is Eric, and I also.
That's the other
like-
thing is it's 2 nights in a row.
I know, sure.
Going
yeah.
to that stadium twice. I don't
All right.
know. I'm not that excited for it.
I mean, a
honestly.
2-hour recap.
Joe, what match are you
afterward.
looking forward to at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Bad Bunny. Oh
How
God.
dare you?
Oh God.
All right, so SmackDown starts with Roman Reigns.
Oh God.
Sorry, Kyrie went.
Wow.
Kyrie went a little crazy. Roman brags about smashing Daniel Bryan at Elimination Chamber.
Oh.
I didn't realize that's what we watched.
Damn.
Interesting.
Wow.
Hey, you smashed, bro?
Yeah. But he's pissed about Edge spearing him afterwards and choosing him for his WrestleMania opponent. Reigns says Edge should back out because he actually likes Edge and he doesn't want to hurt him. And then he looks in the camera and says, a man like you just doesn't stand a chance against a man like me. So let's go back a little while.
Oh.
Ever since Edge won the Royal Rumble, Reigns has been telling him what? Choose me as your WrestleMania opponent.
Yes.
But now that Edge has chosen him, he doesn't want to face him.
Isn't that how bullies work? Fight
Yes.
me, bro. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me. Fight me.
All right, let's fight.
I don't want to fight you. That's
right.
stupid. Why would we fight?
All right, fair enough. So Daniel Bryan comes out and sarcastically praises Roman for defending the Universal Championship only right after Daniel won the Elimination Chamber.
Yep.
He also asked Reigns, I thought the head of the table would be in the main event instead of the second match, or would that have given me too much time? Yeah. So Daniel challenges Reigns to a Universal Championship match at Fastlane, but Jay Uso says, you lost, go to the back of the line. If you want to get to the head of the table, you got to go through me, the bitch at the table.
The bitch.
How has someone not said that yet?
Oh, my God.
So Reigns asks Daniel, after what I did to you, you really want me to hurt you again? And then Jay attacks Daniel, tosses him over the barricade, and then they all leave.
Sure.
I was waiting for Daniel to pop back up and then dive on Jey Uso as they're walking away.
Right.
He's done.
But Daniel was just dead back there.
Dead.
That's his one weakness.
Yeah.
Tossed over a barricade.
Tossed over a barricade. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a really sharp stake, and he...
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah,
was that a WWE.com exclusive?
It is. They don't know how to cover it up yet, so they're still thinking about the story.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
who wrestled in this?
Later.
We'll talk about that.
It was a clown.
Talk about that in rumors. There.
It was a clone. So later backstage, Heyman tells Reigns Adam Pearce made it official. If Daniel Bryan beats Jay tonight, then he gets a Universal Championship match at Fastlane. Reigns says, so the tag team match is scrapped because apparently it was originally going to be Reigns and Edge versus Roman and Jay. So he's like, the tag team match is scrapped, and Heyman says, if Daniel wins tonight.
I think we know what he meant.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan
Daniel
and Edge versus
You said
Roman.
Reigns and Edge.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Okay.
But
Reigns and Edge. No, it's going to be Reigns and Edge.
have they ever
Weird.
have they ever announced that though officially, or
They
did
said
we
it
just
like
run it?
Roman said it in his opening promo. That was it. No, they never said. They never announced
They
it.
never announced anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So backstage, Edge tells Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, I heard Daniel Bryan might be getting a title shot before me at Fastlane, even though I won the Royal Rumble, which he was in. So we need to talk. I thought it was going to be the
What do you
tag
mean?
match.
But you get a title shot at WrestleMania, which is in 2 months.
Right. I would rather have a title shot at WrestleMania than Fastlane.
Yeah, you want a Fastlane shot? You got it, bud.
Yeah.
But true. But we've said this before. How it's weird that they have all these pay-per-views before
It
WrestleMania.
is. Yeah, they never.
Right.
They
With
never
title
used to.
defenses.
Yeah.
Right. Like what?
So Pierce says, no disrespect, but the Universal Championship is a bigger attraction. And then Edge gives Pierce a look and says, no disrespect, and then walks away. And it's like, I don't know that the title is bigger than the stars. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. I don't watch it for the title.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the title?
The
That
man
title.
makes the belt, right? Isn't
me
that
see
how
that
the
title,
man makes
baby.
the championship? Isn't that how it's always been?
Right. You know, it's funny because now we have 2 pay-per-views between Rumble and WrestleMania. It
Yeah.
used to be just one.
Right.
And you could always throw like
Yeah, once the network came out, they threw in Fastlane.
Yeah.
Fastlane, NASCAR.
Right.
And now that they're with Fox, it's even more of a,
Yeah.
Fastlane.
They even did that one-off
Roadblock.
special.
Yeah.
But
Right.
like it even makes sense like to have an elimination chamber to determine which champion is not facing the Royal Rumble winner.
Yeah.
To have an elimination chamber to determine that number one contender.
That's what
Yes.
they've done before.
They-
But now
Yeah,
they don't
they've
even
done
do
that.
that. Like now they just like the guy that it's like they had 2 chambers and one was for the title and that you know what I mean. It's
And
just
I wish
weird.
they would just replace Survivor Series with the Elimination Chamber in November.
Yeah.
Because then you could just, if you want to change everything up before WrestleMania season, you could do it there.
Yeah, it's true.
or just make Survivor Series what it used to be, fun,
Well,
and form
that's-
these
How dare you?
That's
form
too
these
difficult.
fake factions.
That's too difficult.
It's like these little fake. It's like just for 3 weeks this faction and just
Great
for 3
idea.
weeks.
Great idea, Joe. Let's see what Vince thinks.
Yeah, fuck you, Vince.
Bye, Joe.
Yeah.
But no, Edge here, he looks at Pierce. He looks a little upset. Like, maybe we're going to get heel Edge at some point?
mean-
or, at least a more aggressive Edge.
Yeah.
Because he's being like Mr. Nice Guy right now.
Right.
Too
And,
nice.
Too nice.
Why did we love Edge? Why is Edge like so beloved? Why was there such a big pop at last year's Rumble? Rated R superstar.
Correct,
Well,
correct.
So if you can't be rated R, then
Can't
you at
be
least have
rated
to have
R.
an Edge. It's literally his name.
Yeah.
Right now he's like, hey guys, I'm just I'm a family man, and
Rated
I'm
G.
happy to be back. Yeah,
Rated G superstar.
and fight anyone. It's like boring Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point he's got to snap.
Right.
And they keep hinting at it, so hopefully it'll happen.
yeah.
So next up we have Rey and Dominic Mysterio versus Otis and Chad Gable.
Again.
Otis is in full heel mode now.
Kind of. He's
Sure.
like a dumb heel.
Right.
He's still a heel. Rey and Dominic hit Gable with the double 619. Rey hits the frog splash, but Otis breaks up the pin. And then Otis wins with a splash off the second rope to Rey. I don't know why Otis had to change his finisher. His finisher was the Vader Bomb. Obviously, he's not going to do the Caterpillar anymore because he's a bad guy. But your finisher was the Vader Bomb.
Yeah.
And who did the Vader Bomb? Vader. A heel.
Right.
He was always a heel.
Yeah.
Why can't he do the Vader Bomb? It's a heel move.
Vader Bomb's like top rope.
Yeah, it's a cool move.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
a big guy.
either way.
Now it's just I'm going to fall on you.
Either way,
yeah.
his finisher is just like that.
Yeah, I mean,
He just, whether it's this Vader Bomb or the new one,
the Vader
That's all.
Bomb's better.
I'm
Come
so
on.
big, I'm just gonna fall over onto you.
Right. Well, he also did the World's Strongest Slam right before
Yes.
he did the
Right.
That's his other thing as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got all these finishers.
So
7
okay,
by my count.
and it's funny you turn heel and then you start winning against legends, just like that.
Sure.
Lost Mandy, lost Money in the Bank. Oh, you're heel, win.
Yeah, but Ray hasn't. What has Ray won since he's been back? Ray's been jobbing everyone.
Yeah, true.
So anyways, next up we have Apollo Crews versus Shinsuke Nakamura. They showed Crews backstage before this. And for a quick second, words popped up on the bottom of the screen that read, "Still to come, live on SmackDown, Roman Reigns versus Goldberg, WrestleMania contract," and then it cut off.
How was
That
that?
was at the bottom of the screen.
Old ass title still
Top
on
right?
there.
Top right? Like 100 times.
It's a good thing we didn't get Roman Reigns versus Goldberg because some might have called it,
This could be the worst event in wrestling history.
That's true.
it was almost the worst event in
Right.
wrestling history.
Why do you even have that still on cue? Like, are your fingers still crossed? Like, it's gonna happen.
How? Yeah, right. Where is that title being saved? Lord have mercy. Destroy that now.
Yeah.
Kill it with fire.
Yeah.
So Cruz cuts a promo before the match saying he comes from Nigerian royalty, which that's news to everyone.
Yes.
Oh, all of a sudden you have this new gimmick that you're rich?
All of a sudden you're coming to America?
Yeah, like what is
Right.
this?
So
that's
you're the
not-
one-
That's not a coincidence.
Right.
Some fucking writer saw the
I'm
trailer.
sure.
So he's the one who's been sending those emails.
So he cuts this promo.
Very nice, sir.
That's
Very nice.
funny. Yeah, see, he's like, you can't beat that. Anyways, he says he's embracing who he really is. He's Nigerian royalty, and everyone feared his grandfather and his father and whatever. It's fucking stupid.
Bottom right.
Who are you?
Yeah.
And then he starts...
Apollo Crews, who are you?
Yeah.
Your grandfather. Who are you?
Wait, so that the family name in Africa is Cruz?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It sure is.
That's the family name, Cruz.
Yeah.
And then he
Okay.
started doing the accent of his family.
He did, yes.
I wonder if he
Oh
keeps
my
it.
God.
He should keep it.
He
Right.
should keep it.
For sure.
He's gonna pull a Reginald with that accent, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah.
It'll come and go.
So Cruz attacks Nakamura during Nakamura's entrance, and he tries to hit him with the steel steps, but the ref stands in the way. But Cruz gets the win with his new finisher, the Angle Slam.
Yeah. Still not called cruise control.
But like, they call it he did the Angle Slam. It's 100% the Angle Slam.
Yes.
And they just go, oh.
Got him with the slam.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
The slam.
what the fuck?
When you saw that, were you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I turned off the TV.
I mean, it's like super kicks to us.
I
We've just
deleted
gotten
SmackDown
numb.
after
We've
this,
gotten
so I have
Then
no
to
idea what
but then
happens
to
the rest of the
pretend
show.
like,
Right.
but then to pretend that it's not the Angle Slam.
Right.
They're like, oh, what's this new maneuver?
Like-
it's like, fuck off.
I haven't gotten a notification that Kurt Angle is all elite, so
Right.
why
Yeah,
can't you
exactly.
say, oh, an Angle Slam like maneuver?
Even Sting, they'd be like, oh, Stinger Splash in the corner. Obviously, they're not going to do it now.
They
but-
usually
right.
do this. They usually do this when a guy does a new move, especially after a heel turn.
Yeah.
Like they go, oh, what was that? Apparently, he calls it cruise control.
Yeah.
Apparently, like what?
No,
Did
he doesn't.
Did he send you a fax right after he did the move?
Right.
Like, oh my God, what was that? Well, wait, I just got to hand it this
sets-
paper.
He sets up an email to go at a certain time. He's like, well, I know I'm going to finish the match
Yeah.
at this time.
He calls that lights out. Turn the lights out. Turn the lights out, you reckoning. That's what he calls
Right.
it.
He calls that, make sure to plug Peacock.
What?
What?
He calls that the Peacock. Oh my God, the Peacock.
He calls that Reigns versus Goldberg. This is old. Are we off the air? How did I get this?
That's a move.
Assholes. We're still on. Anyway, Otis Bad guy.
At least call it the Olympic Slam like they do with Roderick Strong on NXT.
Sure.
Right. That's what they call it on the video games.
Some sort of reference to Angle.
Right, exactly.
It's his fucking move.
Yeah.
And yeah, Cole and Graves pretended like they never saw that fucking move before.
Ever.
Oh my God. Wow, what a new move he invented just now.
Yeah.
In like 10 years, someone's going to hit the tombstone again because Taker's retired.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, what was that?
He calls that the backwards pile driver.
Oh my God.
He calls that the gravestone.
Is that the 69 pile driver
That
move?
69er.
I don't know. Football might be over, but NBA, college basketball, and the NHL are in full swing, and BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your sports action. BetOnline has you covered for all the news, scores, and odds. It's the best way to place your bets, and it's free to sign up. They got real-time updated odds and props on almost anything you could imagine. They even cover awards, TV shows, and reality television. So don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Get in on the action. Head to the website on your mobile device to sign up. And don't forget to use the promo code CLNS50 to receive a 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit at BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Anyways, next up we have Tamina versus Liv Morgan with Natalya and Ruby Riot ringside. Tamina wins clean with a horrible slam.
Yeah. How about that?
So fucking
Poor
weak.
Liv.
What is that move called? I forgot. Some sort of slam. It's not a sidewalk slam, but it's like whatever. It doesn't matter. It fucking sucked.
Scoop slam?
Suck slam.
Sucks, man.
Not a scoop slam.
Liv keeps getting more buried. You remember when Vision tried to keep Wanda and what's his face from leaving the facility in Civil War?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then she pushes Vision down
Through the floor.
like a mile into the earth.
Yes.
That's Liv Morgan.
That's where she is.
God.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not see Liv on TV.
I'd rather not even
if
see
she's
Right.
just gonna job every week
Especially to
to the fucking worst female wrestler maybe ever. Like Tamina,
And it takes her
so
2 hours
bad.
to get ready, like the makeup and all the things she does. Like that's probably take her a long time. Okay, what am I doing tonight? Oh, I jobbed to Tamina.
Like she's surprised.
I jobbed to a jobber.
Yeah. I think Tamina's like the only woman from the past, like who's been around for 10 years that hasn't won the belt.
Right.
You know, like
sure.
I think so.
Like, everyone back then won it, but her.
Like even I think Alicia Fox held the title.
Yeah,
at
the
some
Divas
point.
Divas title.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
like you just had to be a diva to hold that title.
Damn.
Next up, we have Bianca Belaire's WrestleMania decision. And for some reason, we needed Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville out there to introduce her because we don't know who she is.
They have ruined
Makes sense.
this so much.
Take a listen to how they do this. It's so bad.
Bianca Belair has been called the future of WWE.
And tonight, she is going to make her WrestleMania decision. The future is now. Please welcome to the ring, the 2021 Royal Rumble winner.
The EST of WWE, Bianca Belair.
So bad. Is this the Oscars where they trade lines back and forth?
Right.
Yes.
You know?
Well, it's funny because the Golden Globes were this weekend.
Yeah.
What happened to coming out, laying out the champion, grabbing the title, and pointing to the side? That's it. That must be the decision. Like what happened? to
Bianca Belair's the EST of WWE.
Genesis.
What?
Look, she pulled a McGillicuddy.
Oh, sure. Yeah. But it's just bad.
Yeah.
That dialogue was awful. She's the
was.
future of WWE. The future's now. Here she is, there she is, and here she comes.
And she's profiting from her knowledge of the street.
Yes.
Back to you guys.
So anyways, Belair comes out, and she's still like a dork now. Like ever since she won the Rumble, she's a fucking dork. She's like, it's been exactly 3 weeks, 5 days, 2 hours, and 6 minutes since I won the Royal Rumble. Like, she's supposed to be cool. But
Right.
that was not a cool thing to say.
The funny part is, when I was not watching NXT and someone would come from NXT as a huge face, you guys would be like, oh, he was way better in NXT as a heel. I was like, oh, okay. I can't see it, but okay. Bianca Belair was like one of the best heels they've had in a while.
Yeah.
Like Shayna was a great heel because she was so dominant, but like she wasn't a great personality.
No.
Like Bianca was like, I'm cocky, I win, I'm good looking.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing
great.
about that's the problem with her and Sasha. Even though I want to see the match, but her and Sasha have the same gimmick,
Basically,
and they're fighting
yeah.
each other.
The
I
boss,
guess.
the EST.
I'm the boss. They're both saying I'm the best. I'm the best. No, I'm and they're both cocky.
right.
So,
Most bad guys say they're the best, but
but they're not bad guys.
no, right. Right.
So Sonya asks Bianca, "So are you going to choose Asuka?" And then we watch a video package of Asuka.
Yeah, I forgot who she was. I appreciated that.
Yes.
Well,
And then
I mean,
Sonya says, "What?
Roman. I mean, if you're Roman Reigns,
Oh, that's true.
I don't watch Raw.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe that was just for Reigns
yeah, exactly.
and everyone else that
He's
doesn't
like,
watch
who's
Raw.
this Asuka chick?
So then Sonya says, "Or are you going to challenge Sasha Banks?" And then we watch a Sasha Banks video package. In case you never watched SmackDown before.
The show you're watching.
Bellaire says, "My mom always told me that life is about choices, and the choices that you make define who you are." I don't know if she was talking about WrestleMania opponents, but whatever.
Right.
Sure.
She's like, I could regret this for the rest of my life. It's like, what? Yeah. Only if you lose.
Right.
Like, are you thinking that you might lose to one of them?
Yeah,
I don't know. So she's about to announce her opponent when Pepe Le Pew comes out. Reginald comes out.
Good safe.
Reginald tells Belair, if you decide to face Sasha Banks at WrestleMania, then your dream will become a nightmare, and you will lose. You will hear your mother's voice. You will hear your mother's voice in your head to say that you are nothing but a loser. Belair then gets in Reginald's face, but then Sasha Banks comes out, snatches the mic from him, and says, "Didn't I tell you never to speak for me?" Sasha acts very heelish here and tells Bianca, if you want to make history, then you will choose me. You call yourself the EST of WWE. Well, I don't think so because I'm the best. I'm number one, which makes you second best. And then she just laughs in her face.
Yeah.
So Belair tells Banks, I'm going to make you eat your words on the grandest stage of them all. And then she points to the WrestleMania sign and says, "It's on." And fireworks go off.
And they both kind of dance.
And then they just stand there.
Yeah.
She keeps pointing to the sign for like 5 more minutes.
I'm going to beat you.
They get in each other's faces, but Reginald tries to separate them, but then they look at him and he backs away. Okay. So, like, why is he still involved?
Right.
Like, now I'm worried that Sasha will turn heel before Mania and Reginald will join her. Like,
Probably.
that's awful.
What happened to Carmella, though? She's got to be involved in this somehow.
She's probably going to defend it at Fastlane to Carmella one more time or some bullshit. But
Hey, Carmella, we're gonna repackage you and have you lose to Sasha. At
they showed
they
Sasha Belair. This is your WrestleMania match, and then Reginald's in between them, so he's definitely going to be involved.
Has to be.
They might make him the special guest referee.
Why? Why would they do that?
He's the fucking worst.
But why would they do that, Michael?
You know why?
Poison.
So.
I guess.
Also, Corey Graves called this match Brady versus Mahomes. Because Sasha's 45 years old. The fuck? What are they? 4 years apart in age?
Plus, Brady wins. Sasha doesn't really, keep her title too long.
Sasha has defense. Okay, Sasha won the title in October. Hell in a Cell from Bayley. She's defended it against Bayley and Carmella, and that's it.
That's it.
Those are her title defenses.
Yeah.
Like, she's just beaten Carmella for the last few months.
Right.
It's fucking sad. It's another if she loses to Belair, it's gonna just be like another sad title reign from Sasha Banks.
It really is.
Because she's got to do Mandalorian season 3. Because I imagine she's gonna be all up in that season.
All up.
If you know what happens at the end of season 2, which I won't spoil, but it's a great show.
Nah, they've had their time. You can spoil it.
So, anyways,
Oh my God! You had to have had your time by now.
next up we have the Street Profits versus King Corbin and Sami Zayn. Backstage before the match, Sami tells Corbin this was my idea, but Corbin's annoyed by Sami's camera crew. We also have Rude and Ziggler watching backstage, which, Ford and Dawkins will beat them for the titles at Mania.
Sure.
That was probably another situation where they just want the Street Profits to get a big win in front of a crowd. So the camera crew gets too close to Corbin during the match, so he shoves one of them to the ground. Sami yells at Corbin, then Ford dives over Sami onto Corbin outside the ring. Dawkins hits Sami with a neck breaker, and then Ford hits a springboard frog splash for the win.
I like that neck breaker.
Yeah, it was fine. So Street Profits win, of course. Next up, we have Kayla Braxton interviewing Daniel Bryan backstage. She says, I think I have a better chance to beat Roman Reigns than Edge does. I don't think he has what it takes, but he's a Hall of Famer, blah, 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 blah. So then Edge walks up and asks Daniel, so if you beat Roman and we face each other at Mania, who wins that match?
Oh.
Daniel says, I'll keep that answer to myself.
What a pussy-ass answer.
It's such a pussy-ass answer. Because, like, what are you going to do? Pick Edge?
Right.
No, I think you'll beat me. I think you're going to beat me, Edge. I can beat Roman. You can't beat Roman, but I can beat Roman, but you can beat me. Doesn't make sense.
No.
So he says, it doesn't mean anything if I don't beat Jay Uso tonight. So, again, they're teasing, like, Edge keeps getting disrespected by people.
He's right. It doesn't mean anything if he beats Jay Uso tonight.
Right.
Yeah. Like, no one cares.
But it's just, you know, it's looking into the future of this. It's like, okay, let's say Edge beats Reigns at WrestleMania. I think that's the most likely outcome at this point.
Right.
What happens with Reigns? He gets a couple rematches. Does Reigns win it back? You know, after a couple pay-per-views?
I don't know.
If he doesn't, what does Reigns do? Leaves for a while? And then
No, I mean,
Maybe?
and then maybe Edge turns heel
Yeah.
and fights Daniel Bryan and Cesaro and
maybe he builds a bigger stable at that point.
Rollins.
Reigns.
Builds a bigger.
But how is he going to
Gable.
be on the show if he's not fighting for the title? I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
I think either Reigns wins it back a month later at the next pay-per-view or he goes away for a while.
Hopefully he just goes away for a while.
Maybe he just does the Brock Lesnar thing.
Yeah.
I'll leave till SummerSlam.
Right.
We'll have the rematch.
I'm sure there's like another Hobbs and Shaw or something coming out.
Yeah.
There's gotta
Dude,
be.
Fast 9's been ready to come out for a fucking year.
Yeah. Right. We should be getting hyped for 10
I know. Seriously.
at this point.
So next up, we have Seth Rollins in-ring promo. This time he's in a white suit but no shirt.
That's a classy look.
Classy. He's almost immediately interrupted by Cesaro, who's ready for a fight. Seth tells Cesaro, give me a chance to make this right. What happened 2 weeks ago was an accident. Yeah, you accidentally attacked him from behind.
Right.
So dumb.
And last week I didn't call you a loser. I said you were a loser because of the situation you were in. So he starts really kissing Cesaro's ass. He's like, you're a superstar. You're amazing. But why do you always come up short? What are you missing? I'll tell you what it is because I have it. It's called Killer Instinct, and I can give it to you. I've accomplished everything in WWE that you've only dreamed of. Imagine you and me working side by side. We'd be unstoppable. In fact, if you didn't walk out on me 2 weeks ago, you would have won the Elimination Chamber and beaten Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. All you have to do is embrace the vision.
So he's gone from like the Messiah preacher guy to Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins. Yeah. That's accurate.
Right.
Cesaro should have been like, actually, did you win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal?
He's like, no, why would I be in that?
Seth's like, no, I've like just been in the main events and shit, you know.
Sorry.
Are you the Swiss Superman cyborg man? King of the swing? I don't think so, my friend.
So Cesaro grabs Seth's legs, takes him down, and Seth's like, don't do it. Don't do it, all right? But he gives him the swing. And Seth like flails and his jacket falls off.
And he's screaming the whole time.
Yeah.
At least
it
he
was
sold it
so
pretty
good.
well.
And his arms were out, like everyone else covers their head,
yeah.
you know? But Seth was just like, ah! And then Cesaro stopped for a second. He's like, okay, that's enough. Ah! And he does
And then
it
he
again.
like goes faster.
Yeah.
Like he really like
Yeah.
Take
Eventually,
off the jacket.
Cesaro lets him go, but then he gives Seth an uppercut. And
I would have loved to see like Seth throw up here.
sure.
That would have been hilarious.
But like, you know what this is? What this means? The Cesaro pushes over. You know, he won a few matches, but now he's going to lose to Seth.
He ain't beating Seth.
For sure.
Yeah.
Also, next time we go to Mania, white suit, no shirt, the Joe Pisano look.
Sure.
All right.
Sure. I mean, really? You have to ask?
Yeah, that's true.
What does Seth do at WrestleMania?
Fight Cesaro.
Fight Cesaro.
You don't think that'll happen by Fastlane?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. What did he do last year? Oh, he feuded with Kevin Owens for 6 months, and then they had the match, the 10th match at WrestleMania.
God.
Yeah, yes.
I think that Cesaro can beat Seth at WrestleMania. Why
I
not?
don't know if they're
Why
going
not?
to give Cesaro a one-on-one
Isn't
match.
Seth like Shawn? Doesn't he win only half his WrestleMania matches?
Cesaro
I don't
was
know,
saying
man.
that
He
like,
beat Lesnar. He beat Triple H. He beat Lesnar and Reigns. That one, he wins a lot.
he's
Boss.
never had
Actually
a
wins
singles
lot.
match at Mania.
Even the IC title, he won the Cesaro.
Cesaro.
No,
Oh, Cesaro, yeah.
Ever.
Seth won the IC title. No, his record's pretty good at Mania.
Yeah.
Well,
He lost to Owens last year, but
Yeah,
that was a
right.
nothing. Does last year's WrestleMania even count?
he lost to Orton the year that he won the title.
Yeah.
He lost that match, but won the match that counted.
But he's got a good WrestleMania record.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, but I could totally see him just jobbing to Cesaro to give Cesaro this push because he's not doing anything right now. Hey, will you come back to job to Cesaro? And Cesaro apparently is like that guy in the locker room where you go, absolutely, I will.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
He's like a good guy everyone likes.
Well, plus he was always a mid-carder. It's not like he has the clout to be like, no.
Oh, but right. Also, I'm not sure this is going to do anything for Cesaro. I
No.
went over Seth's.
Well,
not
like
gonna
Eric
just be
said, he's
okay.
never had a singles match at Mania. Why now? I mean, maybe that was in his contract to
Maybe.
re-sign.
Yeah.
Give me a singles match at Mania.
Why
Vince was
now?
like,
I'll tell you why now. 2 nights. That's why now.
That's
There you go.
true.
That's it.
But really, it's just, I mean, WrestleMania before that was 7 hours one night, and now it's just going to be 6 hours 2 nights or 7 hours 2 nights. So
7 hours, 2 nights.
whatever.
Well, then I got another word for you. Pre-show.
Pre-show.
Yeah.
Anyways, next up we have Daniel Bryan versus Jay Uso. Jay attacks Daniel's leg that's been injured since Elimination Chamber. He drops Daniel's knee on the announce table, then smashes it into the ring post. Later, Daniel goes for the running knee, but Jay dives his shoulder into Daniel's knee. And then the match ends in double countout. Just fighting outside the ring. And then Reigns attacks Bryan. Bryan gets him in the yes lock, but Jay breaks it up with a super kick. And then Reigns gives Bryan a spear and then puts Bryan to sleep with the guillotine. The end. Good night. So why... I don't get it. Explain, Eric.
Eric?
Eric, go.
So,
Double count out.
Fastlane's what? In 2 weeks?
Is it really?
yes.
I mean, yeah.
Joe's like clutching.
Like, why? I don't know. Like, how's he going to qualify now? They're going to have this match next week, too? Is that just it? Because they're fucking uncreative?
Yeah, gee,
Yes.
how? Of course.
Yes.
So he beats Jay.
And then he still won't get it, and it'll be announced the Friday right before.
Yeah. Though, what if they try to make it like his WrestleMania moment, but it's Fastlane? You have to beat Jay Uso to fight Roman Reigns at Fastlane, and then he does it, but then he loses.
The
the
thing he had to do at at
that's what I'm
Elimination
saying.
Chamber.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can also see like a triple threat being announced next week. Jay, Roman,
right.
and Daniel, where it's like, oh, how the hell is Daniel ever
Or,
going to beat two of them? But then in the middle of the match,
Usos.
Roman's out of the ring. He thinks Daniel's completely unconscious.
Yeah.
And he goes to do the pin.
You know,
And then Roman's like, what the
Yeah.
fuck, bro?
Yeah.
you know, and he wasn't on the show this week, but you know Kevin Owens is going to come back and get involved. So maybe a fatal 4-way at Fastlane.
Better.
With Owens, or like Owens, or like, you know, they say like Kevin Owens is the special guest referee for Fastlane just to give some Marky Mark fans like, oh, maybe I get Daniel gonna win,
Right.
and then he gets super kicked and Jay puts on the shirt and 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't call them Marky Marks anymore. We call them Mark Hamiltons. Mark Hamilton.
Okay, Mark Pezzano.
It's not as good. Mark Hamilton. You know, because it's kind of like a Jedi.
All right, Raw opens with Drew McIntyre. Drew recaps Elimination Chamber and vows to win back the WWE Championship while looking at the WrestleMania sign,
Foreshadowing.
of course.
Done.
Miz and Morrison interrupt him, and Miz tells Mike Rome to officially introduce him. So Mike Rome does introduce him as the WWE Champion, and a shit ton of pyro goes off.
Yeah.
Miz tells Drew, if you should be mad at anyone, it should be Bobby Lashley. So let's work together. We could be Miz, Morrison, and McIntyre. And then Morrison says, the 3M egos.
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Damn, Morrison, you had
that's
that.
when.
You had that GameStop line from a few weeks ago,
Yep.
and now we're just back to
Crashing and burning.
square one.
What are you, 1 for 57 or something?
Exactly. So MVP comes out and says, Drew, tell me you're not seriously considering this. Drew says, well, I think you know me well enough by now. Just like I turned you down last year, I don't need anyone's help regaining my title. So MVP tells Miz, Miz, your match with Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship will begin at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which means in less than an hour, Bobby Lashley is going to absolutely destroy you. So, just like last week, we have the countdown clock again. Oh, yeah.
If only.
Break the wall. No.
I'm like, wait, is that on the soundboard where you have to listen to the whole thing?
No, well, I just played it.
Yeah.
So Miz again asks Drew for his help, but then Sheamus comes out talking shit. So McIntyre goes after him, and they brawl outside the ring as refs try to break them up. And Drew clotheslines Sheamus over the barricade, and we go to commercial. But by the way, it was funny because this week I saw that clip on Instagram, that TNA clip where it was MVP versus Lashley for the title, and then Drew McIntyre interfered, Claymored MVP to help Lashley retain.
That's insane.
Right.
Yeah. It would have been cool if they, like hinted at some history from the, you know what I mean?
From TNA?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
Well, Kurt had that line once. I hear TNA's hiring.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I can't hire you
And then
guys.
Dixie Carter's like, what?
Yeah, well,
Cha-ching!
Dixie Carter's not in control there anymore. So.
I know.
Whoever is in control is like, we are not hiring. We have no money. They will come here.
That's right. Next up, we have we have Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus, which, by the way, this might have been Sheamus' best match in WWE in his entire WWE career.
Well, I mean, he's known the guy for 80 years.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
A few minutes into the match, Sheamus bro kicks McIntyre while he's on the apron, and he falls to the floor.
And they go, we'll be right back. Wait,
Yeah.
what? Why doesn't he throw him in the ring and pin him? It's just at his crushing finisher.
Because he's got to pose for the audience that is there.
We'll be right back.
Drew suplexes Sheamus onto the announce table twice. Drew hits Sheamus with white noise off the second rope, but Sheamus kicks out. They're doing each other's moves. Sheamus gives Drew the Alabama slam, but Drew kicks out.
I miss Drew doing that.
I know.
Yeah. And then in the end, Sheamus goes for the bro kick, but McIntyre counters with a Claymore for the win.
I didn't care for that ending.
No.
The move looked really bad.
Because to do the brogue, you have to have a little bit of room. So he it was just weird.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if we were going to do it with the figures, you would just throw them at each other.
Right.
Yeah.
And hope that something hits.
Yeah.
Don't say that
He
because
even
Joe's
slapped
going to
his-
do that.
he even
And these figures are
That's what I was hoping.
in pristine
They're collector's
condition.
items.
Yeah,
All right,
do it with
I'll
Hogan
do it to
and
these. I'll do
Okay,
it with these.
do it.
do it with your Hogan and Mr.
Really?
T.
If you want to, it's yours. If you want to open it, do it.
This is a trick.
Look, Joe, if
this
you
is a
wanna-
trick. He's going to slap me in the face if I
No.
open this.
Joe, if you want to open your Hogan Mr. T thing and display it on the podcast, we have plenty of room for Mr. T. All right, so next up, we got...
Poor Hogan.
Poor us.
Hogan probably came up with this idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Show that we're best for have us holding hands, brother.
Hey, how much money do I get from this? What?
Yeah, Mr. T probably doesn't even know about it.
No.
Right.
What?
Just send me Mr. T's checks. I'll make sure he gets them.
I pity the Hogan that rips me off for my pop money.
Hey, fool, have you collected my Hall of Fame WWE pop that they came out with? I'm with Hogan.
Yeah. Next up, we have Naomi versus Nia Jax with Lana and Shayna ringside. Before the match, we see Naomi dancing backstage, but then Nia walks up and gets in her face. It's like, oh, dance party's over. Then she comes out dancing.
Hold on. Mr. T still talking. And I also want to thank my Aunt Carol for helping me get this pop. And I also want to thank...
Get the fuck off the stage,
Fucking
Mr. T.
Kane had to come out. Do an entrance.
Would have been the fucking...
Anyone's.
Would have been the best if he just chokeslammed Mr. T off
And
the
then
stage.
dragged him off.
Oh, that was good, Kane. I mean, Glenn. Anyway, I also want to thank this table that for breaking.
Yeah. So anyways, as they're coming out, Tom Phillips called Naomi and Lana longtime friends.
I mean, it's been a long 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Remember when Lana, debuted as a wrestler? Her first feud was against Naomi for the fucking title. And they hated each other.
Yeah.
Longtime friends.
Yep, long time.
If you watch Total Divas, fuckface.
Which is not canon. Listen to this. Wait, it's not canon.
Hold
what
it.
they
no, but
say and do.
it is canon because they're longtime friends.
But there were kind of cross canyons. We're crossing the canyons. You know, you
Canyons?
you know how, you cross swords. You know it's dangerous.
Wait, they cross cannons?
Oh yeah,
Oh boy.
her and Liv did. That's canon. That's canon. That is history.
Yeah, it is.
That her and Liv were.
Yeah. Yep. So anyways, Nia wins with the single arm powerbomb, which I liked because it was a nod to NXT. That's Raquel Gonzalez's finisher, and they're defending their titles on Wednesday.
They are. Who do you think walks out of that match?
We talked about this because we're like, this could be a transitional champion,
Right.
for the NXT girls.
Yeah.
I hope Raquel and Dakota win.
I
but
hope so, because then
I
you
don't
can
have
make
much
the
faith
Raw
in
women's
it.
title match a fatal 4-way. Nia, Shayna, Asuka.
Is that what you want?
For what?
I don't want Asuka Charlotte.
Either way, Charlotte's winning, so who cares?
Well, maybe.
Didn't Charlotte already declare
Kind
that
of.
she's winning the title? That's what-
Yes.
She didn't point to the sign. We'll get there.
She doesn't have to. She's past
That's
that.
true.
All right, so next up we have Bobby Lashley versus The Miz for the WWE Championship.
Finally.
All right.
Here we go. All
I
right.
bet this one.
I didn't watch
Lashley
this.
and
What happened?
MVP come out first. Miz's music hits, but he doesn't show up. So backstage, Pierce finds The Miz, who claims to have stomach cramps because he's scared, and I probably would have those as well if I had to fight Bobby Lashley. But
They misplayed this. Just be passed out, and the Miz can be, and Morse can be like, dude, I was kind of far, but someone came and just took him out. He's obviously has been concussed. Take him out. No, you don't see he have stomach cramps.
So
Or
Lashley
on your
runs to the
period.
back, grabs The Miz, and tells him, we're going to have a match tonight, and I'm going to beat your ass for that title. And then he throws Miz down, walks away, and then Pierce tells Miz, you will defend that championship at 10 o'clock Eastern. So restart the countdown! All right.
Keep an eye on that clock, guys.
Yeah.
Can't just look at your phone.
No.
Can't just know what time it is. You got to look at that clock.
Yeah.
Such shitty, pathetic marketing by Vince McMahon. At the top of every hour, it's going to happen, and then at the end.
Ratings.
And by the way, it didn't
Really?
work.
No.
Yeah.
It did not work. 1.8 million, which is what they've been doing every week anyway. Mm-hmm. So it didn't work. Next up, we have Braun Strowman cut an in-ring promo. God help us all. He eats his words like usual. He claims Adam Pearce and Shane McMahon have something against him. And he has a tag team match tonight, but he doesn't even know who his partner is.
Surprise! Nicholas is back.
Right.
I know. How did, that's immediately what everyone thought of.
Right.
You know how old Nicholas would look now? Probably like me. You know how kids just
It's like one of those
really fast?
memes. It's like one of those memes like, Nicholas is 30 years old. Feel old yet?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That was
like
2 years ago.
Because they're the same site. They just showed Ciampa, same size. They showed Ciampa.
Yeah.
This is Nicholas. Feel
Yeah.
old yet? Oh man, didn't realize.
I thought Braun was just going to be like, my tag team partner's one of you, and point to the fan screens.
And rips the screen out.
Yeah,
Bring
yeah.
it to the ring.
Tag- to the ring.
Tags him in just so we could throw the screen at his
But
opponents.
as he pulls it out, it goes off. He's like, I guess you didn't want to be my partner.
How does this technology work?
Yeah. So, Shane and Pierce come out. Shane insults Braun's reading level, but then he's like, oh, I'm just joking. So Shane's being a dick for no reason.
Right.
Shane tells Braun, you need to work with WWE management. So tonight you will tag with WWE management. So Braun asks Shane, so you're going to be my tag team partner tonight? And Shane's like, gets all excited at first. He's like, no, don't be ridiculous. Adam Pearce will be your partner.
How would that be more or less ridiculous than Adam Pearce?
Right.
In a suit.
Yeah.
So Braun hates it, but then Shane says, well, it's for the Raw tag team titles. So Braun says that doesn't sound bad, but if Adam Pearce screws this up, he's going to get this hands. I'll kill you! And they're like, oh my God, no, stop it. And
Please don't.
so we get Strowman and Pierce versus the Hurt Business for the tag titles.
Right.
Pierce is still in his suit for the match. Hey, idiot, take your jacket off.
At least.
You're not even wearing a nice shirt. You're wearing a T-shirt with a suit jacket.
Right.
Take the suit jacket off.
Right. Jack it off. That's it.
Yes, that's all you got to do.
Wait,
Jack
Jack
it off.
Yeah? What?
Yeah.
Say it again?
Jack it off.
Oh, okay.
Have you missed Eric's podcast jokes for the past 5 years?
Yeah. It's the same jokes. Spoiler alert.
I mean,
Eric has been a soundboard for
we
3
could have
years.
a 64
True.
bracket of Eric's best jacket off references.
True.
You know,
True.
That one would be on there.
maybe
The one you just
the one
did.
I did. So
President.
Braun does his round the world spot to Benjamin and Alexander. He hits Benjamin with the running power slam, and he's about to go for the pin, but then Shane jumps on the apron and tells Braun to tag in Pierce.
What?
Braun yells at Shane, but he does what he's told. Pierce gets in the ring, goes for the pin like an idiot, but Benjamin counters with a roll-up for the win. Mark it down.
Thank you.
Marked it.
Pierce runs to the back immediately after the match, and Braun yells at Shane, "You're the puppet master! I'm going to wreck this place and it's going to be on your hands.
Where is this going?
Who's
Hold
pulling
on.
You
the
know where
strings?
it's going.
I know where it's going, but why? Why
is this going?
Why a face Braun against what we thought was a face Shane?
Right,
And
right,
a face-ish Adam
It's not.
Pierce.
It's heel Shane.
So Shane versus Braun at WrestleMania?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Shane will
Why?
be died.
Just because Shane will die somehow. He'll throw him off the real fucking sign.
right.
And I'm fine with Shane fighting Braun. Just make it make sense. Why does Shane hate Braun?
All of a
Why
sudden.
is he fucking with a monster?
Right.
Because he's always had fear of giants.
Is that it?
Which way
Like,
did he
at
go?
least, like, start getting that,
There's no reason why
that
Shane hates Braun.
Cato guy.
Right, where the fuck is he been?
Because Shane versus Braun at WrestleMania is not realistic.
Didn't Dabba-Kato get drafted to Raw?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we never saw him again.
Yes.
That was his death
Yeah, why
sentence.
not have Shane just have him in his corner?
Right.
And you're like,
Maybe
oh,
they
okay.
will. Maybe they will. Right? That's got to be where this is going.
So it's really
But still,
Dabba
like,
versus-
there's got to be. There should be a reason why Shane doesn't like Braun,
Exactly.
and there isn't one. Is it because Braun did anyone win that match? They had that fight right at Raw Underground,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
Braun
that the
won.
last match in
Braun
Raw
won?
Underground?
I'm pretty sure Braun won.
or was it like a no contest thing?
I don't think so.
Braun won.
Blame
he
Braun for Raw Underground shutting down.
So maybe that's why.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he blames him.
Right.
You winning fucked us.
But there's no way. They haven't even mentioned Raw Underground. They want us to forget it ever existed.
What? What?
Raw Underground?
Bottom right? Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
So I don't know. Just make it make sense. That's all we ask.
Yes.
Next up, we go backstage. We see Bad Bunny and Damian Priest hanging out. When Elias and Jackson Riker walk up, Elias propositions Bad Bunny to make a song with him, but Priest tells Elias he says no. Then we got Elias versus Damian Priest with Jackson Riker and Bad Bunny ringside. And Priest does a new thing now where he tunes up the band like Shawn Michaels, but then he doesn't use his legs. Instead, he does a running, jumping elbow in the corner.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Right.
No.
Well, I mean, it looked stupid if he kneeled down and, like, jammed his elbow on the ring.
Yeah, but he does his fucking bow and arrow thing.
Right, yeah.
He does this. He tunes up the band, then does the bow and arrow. Says "Live forever," and then he just do the bow and arrow.
That's a lot of shit to do for a fucking elbow.
You don't tune up the band if you're not going to use your legs, idiot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone probably told that
What
was
are you
probably
tuning up
that
about
was
your
probably
lower
a
body?
that was probably a Vince thing, you know.
Probably.
So Riker gets on the apron to distract Priest, and Elias goes for a roll up. Priest then counters with the worst roll up I've seen since the one Orange Cassidy used to beat Chris Jericho last year.
Oh, God.
It was this horrible roll up.
Right.
But Elias kicks out, and in the end, Priest wins with "Hit the lights." He hit the lights.
Hit the lights.
Hit the lights.
Hit the lights.
God. Next up, we have Caleb Braxton interview Randy Orton backstage. First, we watch Orton cough up black goo last week. And then Orton says, unless Alexa Bliss wants to end up like The Fiend,
Yeah.
I would suggest she moves on with her life because there will be no compassion with what happens next. So then Alexa appears on the TV behind Orton and says, Randy, you're so silly. And she's holding a Jack in the Box, and she says, bring him back. And we get a dip, but it's like an Alexa dip.
Right, right.
It's like a dip.
And then Orton, we see Orton. Orton's shocked to see himself on the television screen.
I hate it.
Right.
Talking to him.
This is so dumb.
Randy. This doesn't end on your terms. Soon, you will come face to face with everything that you have ever done.
A third maniacal laugh.
Wait.
Real Orton was like top right.
Yeah. Real Orton starts coughing again and walks away.
Yeah.
Why not use the Fiend's voice for this?
Right.
They just took Orton's voice and then kind of just lowered it an octave.
Auto-tuned it.
Does
It's
the
like-
Fiend have a voice?
Does the Yeah. Let me in.
Where are the fucking puppets? Why not use the puppets? That's the most fun thing about this shit.
Right.
This is worse than us seeing what Randy's
God.
thinking. This is worse. Worse than seeing what Randy's
One of the
thinking.
coolest debuts of all time
Yeah.
was The Fiend at SummerSlam. We finally saw him come out. That entrance was fucking amazing.
Right.
And to think this is where it is now.
I know.
It's like, I'm done. Forget it. I want it over. I don't want The Fiend anymore. I don't want any of this anymore. It's that bad.
Right.
And again, they ruined The Fiend early on. His fucking second match, they ruined
Well,
it. with
Orton's
the
going to
Seth
have a
Rollins-
match like
The
Cena
Seth
last
Rollins
year,
Hell in a Cell
right?
match is when they fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
his second match ever.
No, that was his. Yeah, that was his
Second match. Fucking
And then
ruined
you
it.
had him lose clean to Goldberg.
Yep.
I mean,
It's all over.
But this is going to be like a John Cena match, right? Again, all over again? It'll be like Orton's past and Orton's...
Well, because
Like
they've
a
had
Firefly
they've had a
Funhouse?
million matches already.
yeah.
So it's got to be that.
I guess.
It's got to be a fucked up funhouse
Ooh,
match.
can we see shaggy-haired Randy Orton?
Sure.
I mean, I think if there was a crowd last year, I don't think the Fiend and Cena would have done that. I think they would have wrestled in front of a crowd. So we'll see. They sure do love their cinematic matches now, though.
They love it.
Next up, we have Bobby Lashley versus The Miz for the WWE Championship.
Right on time.
Miz tries to weasel out of the match again, saying that, Bobby Lashley's been waiting for this moment for 17 years. It shouldn't be here. It should happen at WrestleMania. But MVP's like, ring the fucking bell.
Right?
So as soon as the bell rings, Miz leaves the ring, grabs his belt, and runs to the back. So Lashley wins by countout, and he's furious. Backstage, MVP tells Shane this is bullshit. Shane says, I'm
This
considering...
is bullshit.
He says, I'm considering stripping The Miz of the championship tonight and just giving it to Bobby Lashley. So Lashley tells Shane, I'd like it better if you find him so I could beat the piss out of him.
Ew.
And then later in the show, Shane tells Pierce Miz has until the end of the night to face Bobby Lashley or I'm stripping of him the title. So restart the countdown!
Yes! You know what I love? I'm going to say it over the noise. I love a good countdown.
Yeah.
No one can just give just more countdown.
Yeah.
I got a fever. And the only prescription, more countdown.
You heard him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, here we go. We should just play this until the match happens.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should.
God.
They kept cutting back to it. They were like, The Miz has 32 minutes until he dies. Later in the show, The Miz will be murdered tonight here on Raw. You ready for that? You guys excited? He's about to get moited.
Jericho's at home like, what the fuck?
Next up, we have a Charlotte Flair in-ring promo. Charlotte says, I want the Raw Women's Championship. I want to face Asuka at WrestleMania. But right now, she's at home injured. And we watched footage from last week when Shayna knocked out Asuka's tooth for real
Yeah.
after a stiff kick to the face.
Well, so Charlotte starts this with like, when I came back, I tried to stay away from the title picture.
Yeah, like, what?
But no, I'm just a
No, you
piece of
didn't. The
shit.
night you came back, you won a title.
You won a title.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch. So Charlotte says, I know Asuka will come
Hey.
back.
When is she getting pregnant? Come on, Andrade. Take care of that shit.
Andrade,
We need
you're
a
not
break.
you're not doing anything else.
No.
You might as well just, blast away.
Yeah.
Be like your father-in-law and like have a million babies with a lot of ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just switch out her birth control, It's
Yeah,
simple.
Tic Tacs.
Although I don't know why you would want to, because she looks worse than ever every time I see her.
Well, Charlotte probably doesn't want kids. She's one of those that are like so dramatized by her father.
Maybe.
I don't want to bring kids in this world. I can't disappoint anyone, right, Dad?
Plus, she wants to
Yep.
break that streak. If you want to break your dad's streak,
That's true.
get 20 titles.
I mean, she's already at what? Like,
17, 18?
Sorry.
Something
She's
like
not like 12, isn't she? Like something crazy
Something
like that?
Yes,
Yes.
she is.
something
Because like
that.
when her and Sasha went back and forth, that was like 5 title reigns.
it
So-
was like every week.
Yeah, Charlotte says, I know Asuka will come back stronger than ever, and when she does come back, I'm going to challenge her for her title.
No.
Thank you, Lashley.
So then Nia and Shayna come out, and Nia says the power has shifted, and it's either going to be Shayna or more likely me who challenges Asuka at WrestleMania. Shayna gets in the ring because they have a match, and Charlotte attacks her, but then Nia helps out her partner and gives Charlotte a leg drop. And when we come back, it's Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler with Naomi and Lana watching backstage. That just tells you right there
That what?
that Dakota and Raquel are not winning. why they keep showing Naomi and Lana watching Nia and Shayna.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then, like, if fucking Dakota and Raquel lose to Nia and Shayna and then Naomi and Lana beat them, I'm going to shit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shit myself.
Right.
Can I record it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, Andrade.
Yeah.
Good morning. God, this picture. This is on our Wikipedia. They already have it updated.
Yeah.
Like, what's the worst picture we could find?
He sees her face every morning and Andrade's like, tranquilo.
Let's see. Oh, God, there's just too many to even. Does Divas Championship count?
Yeah.
Yes.
1 + 4 + 5.
10.
10. 10.
10!
She's at 10. 10 championships.
Because she was the Divas champion, and then she retained at Mania to win it, right? You know, to win the new belt. Same fucking thing.
And there's her without surgery.
Yeah, when she looked cute.
Yeah.
What a shame. It happens the best of, in
What
Hollywood.
the bargain.
Happens to everyone. Megan Fox, there's nothing wrong with her. She got plastic surgery.
This is a girl named Charlotte.
Yeah.
You know what's pretty cool? Her mom is pretty hot. Like,
Oh my God!
that's her
She
like
does.
5 years later.
She looks 50 years old.
There's
now.
Charlotte. And there's her
Crazy.
mama.
That is so fucked
It's
up.
so gross.
Why did you do it? Why?
It's 7 years apart. Those pictures.
That's
Well,
awful.
6 years
Yes,
apart.
I mean, something like
That's
that.
a fucking tough 7 years.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
Leon Ruff.
What did Flair have sex with to create that? This picture.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, wow.
Next up, we have. Nia runs over Charlotte outside the ring while the ref wasn't looking, but Charlotte moved and Nia ran into the steel steps. That's like her thing.
Yeah.
That's what Nia always does. And then Charlotte wins with natural selection. Good for her. Next up, we have Riddle and the Lucha House Party versus Retribution. I guess they're just a stable now.
Right. Yeah.
Because they fought Hurt Business the week before. Mm-hmm. Holy shit.
They're taking on all challengers.
All challengers. Metalik stands on Dorado's shoulders and then hits Slapjack with an elbow drop for the win. So Retribution can't even beat Lucha House Party at this point.
Yeah.
After the match, Mustafa Ali challenges Riddle to a match right now. And,
Right now.
Riddle sets up for the floating bro. He gets on the top rope. But then Slapjack gets on the apron. Then Reckoning gets in the ring. And then Mace gets on the steel steps. And the ref's like, hey, hey, hey!
Hey.
Ring the bell, fucking idiot.
This is all fine.
And then Ali gets on the second rope with Riddle. And he... what does he do? He does some sort of super botch for the win. That's all I
Super
can explain it.
botch.
Super botch. Like, I don't know. I don't know what...
You don't know who Super Botch is?
I don't know what the fuck he was supposed to do.
No.
But it was a super botch.
Yeah. It was off the second rope, so super.
I don't know what the hell that was.
Right.
It looked like he was going for a backstabber, but then he fucking
But then he didn't want to be
turned,
behind him.
and then I don't know what the hell happened
Then
there.
they just fell.
It was so bad. They just fell. And
just
somehow Ali's fine, but Riddle's hurt.
Yes.
And he just pins him. It was awful.
Yeah, sure.
My God.
And new.
Yeah. No.
Thank God. No.
Thank God. It's going to be the WrestleMania match.
I
I don't want Riddle going into Mania as the U.S. champion, but I'm sure he will.
don't want Riddle going into WrestleMania.
WrestleMania,
And
yeah.
who would he lose to?
At Mania?
Oh, yeah.
Who will he lose to?
Ali?
Mustafa Ali.
my
No, Slapjack
God.
will be the champion.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go. Or Mace.
Slapjack.
T-Bar.
All right, next up we have Bobby Lashley versus The Miz for the WWE Championship.
Run it
Countdown's
back.
over. Miz pleads his case to Shane backstage, but no dice. Shane comes out before the bell ring and says, I thought of something to make sure that the WWE Championship is contested fairly. Allow me to introduce you.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Allow me to introduce you to a few lumberjacks. And the lumberjacks come out. It's mostly jobbers
Yeah.
and Jeff Hardy.
Braun was out there.
Braun was?
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy was a lumberjack.
Yeah. That was him on Raw.
Braun was a lumberjack?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Yeah.
Isn't he pissed at Shane?
Sure.
Did he do anything in the match?
I don't know.
Did he
Are you
hit anyone?
sure?
Yes. Retribution was out there. They're
Retribution was there.
We don't listen to anybody.
Which-
Hey, I need you to be lumberjacks.
You got it!
Okay.
Done.
You're right.
So Miz tries to hit Lashley with the belt as soon as the bell rings, but Lashley grabs it from him. Miz leaves the ring and pleads with the lumberjacks, but Drew Gulak throws him back in the ring. Lashley slams Miz Miz rolls out of the ring and he pleads with Mustafa Ali, saying, "I'll take you to WrestleMania." But then Benjamin and Alexander throw Miz back in the ring. Then Lashley presses Miz over his head and throws him out of the ring, but Retribution catches him and throws him back in.
Kind of places him back in. It was like...
Yeah, it was very nice of them.
Yeah.
Lashley then whips Miz into the ropes and hits him with the huge spinebuster, which I love. That could be his finisher.
It should be.
It should be.
Yeah.
And then Lashley picks up the Miz and makes him tap to the Hurt Lock. Bobby Lashley
is your new... So I was looking for Braun, and he was there doing nothing. Riddle's there. He's champ.
Yeah.
I love when he gives him the spinebuster, and like
Tozawa.
Riddle has like a real moment where like he jumps on the barricade, like holy fuck, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But Bobby Lashley wins the WWE Championship in under 4 minutes
Yeah.
against the Miz.
Oh, did you see who he's with? Titus. Who?
Yeah, Titus.
He's sitting next to Titus. Like Titus is still there.
So yeah, even though Lashley is a monster heel, it really felt like a babyface win.
Titus.
God.
It really felt like a
It
baby.
did. It
Like
really
all the
did.
lumberjacks were rooting for Lashley to win.
They were.
Of course.
Like it was this great moment. Like
WrestleMania moment for Bobby Lashley.
it was a really cool moment. I liked it. Lashley celebrates with the title, then puts the Miz to sleep with the Hurt Lock, and then he holds up the WWE Championship.
Was that the spinebuster?
Lashley holds up the WWE Championship with his foot on the Miz's dead body to end the show.
To really end him.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
So all right. Look,
yeah.
this
There it
Money in
is.
the
That's
Bank.
a great
Boom.
move. God, that was a great move.
This Money in the Bank. You know, they fucked it up from the beginning.
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
they only did this so that Lashley doesn't beat McIntyre, so that McIntyre
Yeah.
can beat Lashley later.
There was a meme. It's like the Miz lost the title 2 weeks after cashing in Money in the Bank. It's like a guy blows like, "Am I a joke to you?"
Yeah. They should have just had like Lashley, if you can go back in time and fix this situation. Like let's say you can only go back far enough to where Otis has the briefcase and and Vince is like, "You have to find a way to get him off of him."
Right.
Yeah.
Like have Lashley be the one to take it from him. And then Lashley could have just cashed in on McIntyre at Elimination Chamber, and then McIntyre can get his revenge at Mania.
Yeah. I mean, that.
Instead of like the Miz with a 1 week title reign.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, like, let me see. Who did.
What?
So Bobby Lashley defeated R-Truth at Money in the Bank. Why not just have Bobby Lashley in the match and win it?
That's what he did?
That's what he fought R-Truth and beat him in 1:40.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. If you can go back in time, just give Bobby Lashley the fucking briefcase.
Right.
Wow.
Whatever.
Jeez.
Wow.
Okay.
But I really like Lashley as the heel champion right here. He's not going to have it for long. And maybe he should, but you know they just want McIntyre to win that fucking belt back in front of the WrestleMania crowd. That's what's going to happen, folks.
Right.
Don't be surprised when it does. All right, on to awards. Who'd you have for worst dressed?
I had It Was Agatha All Along.
That's funny
Charlotte.
because I also have a pun from that show.
Yeah?
I had the Charlotte Witch.
Wow. Was she that bad?
Yes. Go look at it again.
Yeah, her robe, it's like Jack Skellington shit
I can't
coming
believe we
out.
both thought of puns from WandaVision. That's
know,
pretty
that's
awesome.
great.
Charlotte Witch.
Oh, the finale
I
this
just
Friday.
The
had
Charlotte Flair Witch.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll go with Charlotte.
Okay.
I'll change mine.
Yeah.
Best dressed?
I had Sasha.
Oh, the Sasha Banks Award.
Yeah,
it was
imagine
just
that.
Sasha.
I put Bianca Belaire.
Joe's got to be different.
All right.
No, there was one of
Usually
them. They were both hot as shit.
Yeah.
Worst acting?
I had Adam Pearce.
You didn't have the Nigerian Nightmare Apollo Crews?
Adam Pearce was on 2 shows and was twice the terrible.
His Nigerian accent was way better than Reginald's French accent.
Yeah,
I
that's
went with Reginald.
Yeah.
Best acting?
I went with Seth this week.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, sweep it.
Him selling the swing was like
It's like the first time
So
we've
freaking
enjoyed
good.
Seth in like since
months.
a year. Like when was
yeah.
the Hell in a Cell match? 2019 against the Fiend.
Right. Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've enjoyed Seth Rollins in a segment.
Right.
Worst comment?
I had Charlotte's promo about I'm going to be champion again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Makes me vomit just thinking about it. I guess I'll go with that. I wrote Braun. You're the puppet master.
Yeah.
Of what? What?
Who's pulling the strings?
You're pulling the strings. Jesus. Joe.
Amigos.
It's bad. Best comment? Oh, you don't have one, Eric.
I do not.
I don't have one.
Oh, Joe.
The only thing I saw that made me laugh was when Cesaro was doing the swing and it was going and going and going. Corey's like, "We might be here all day."
Yeah.
That was good.
That kind of made me laugh.
That was good.
But nothing was great.
Yeah.
Worst match?
Turkey.
I brought in Adam Pearce versus the Hurt Business.
Same.
Yeah, I know with Otis. I thought that was so stupid.
Tag him in. Tag in Pierce. Why? Is Shane trying to just fuck over Braun? Does he want Pierce to win the tag? I don't understand what's happening.
No.
Right.
Unclear.
Super slow-mo match?
Tamina versus Liv.
I had Naomi Nia.
I had Naomi Nia.
Okay.
Best match?
Same difference.
Drew Sheamus, I guess.
That was good, but I really liked Lashley Miz.
Yeah, the end with the Lumberjacks for me.
Okay. It was just short. I don't know. And then it was like...
Doesn't the Miz deserve to be squashed, though?
The
Right now
Miz
he does.
deserves
If anyone
worse.
deserves a squash, it's Miz.
Yeah, that's true.
Worst move? Super botch.
I had the Claymore and Bro Kick at the same time.
Ali super botch.
Whatever.
Yeah. Super
Jojo.
botch.
Super botch.
Okay.
Best move?
Cesaro spin.
I went with Lashley's Spinebuster.
Spinebuster. He
fucking
he had him
awesome,
as high as he can put his hand.
Right.
And Miz gets some credit for that as well.
Yeah.
For jumping up
For
like
being
that.
110 pounds.
Sure.
Right.
Worst moments?
Randy. Talking
Randy
with Randy.
Fiend. The Randy Fiend.
Yeah,
That's it.
Demon Orton. Demon Randy.
Again. Another one? Basically.
That's what he did.
Jesus.
And then best moment, Lashley winning the title.
Lashley
Yeah.
won the title on Raw.
Who would have thought
And
we
you.
would have ever picked that for
Ever.
best moment?
Yeah. Whoever thought Lashley would be in a best moment?
Yeah,
I know.
seriously.
You know?
Shocking.
Good for him. Good for
We,
him.
that's the thing. We say prove us wrong, and sometimes
There was also that meme. Yeah, well, sure. You build him up now. You made him look legitimate. You gave him a
Right.
mouthpiece, and he doesn't look like a doofus anymore like he
True.
used to.
Yeah.
He was he's always had like this amazing body, but his face, he still had like dumb face. But now he's
It
like
just looked dumb.
now he just is a psychopath. He looks like he's literally going to kill you. You don't want to go anywhere near him.
WWE put a video on Instagram. It's like him holding up like a picture close to the camera, like his first like promo 8x10 picture.
Yeah.
And he just like rips it in half and it like pans out. It's like him with the title.
Right. There was also a meme showing like Shelton Benjamin, like before MVP, Shelton Benjamin off TV, Cedric Alexander jobbing on main event,
Yeah.
Lashley fucking Lana, like the Lana storyline,
Right.
and then the MVP, and then they're all champions.
Yeah. A
You
year
know, like,
later.
they've become a pretty damn good stable. Maybe I guess the best stable in WWE, right? There's no, because Undisputed Era is done.
yeah.
Like, and there's not many, honestly.
No.
They
So-
are. No, I'm agreeing with Andrew.
They're a cool
They are the only stable in WWE right now.
Retribution. Do they not count?
Fuck
they don't
no.
count.
No.
Like even like as entertaining as Chris Jericho and MJF are, they don't none of that 7-man stable. They have no titles.
Right.
Like the Hurt Business is more legit than the Inner Circle.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well give MVP his United States Championship.
I'd rather him have it than fucking Riddle.
Sure. I love when groups have all the
Right.
gold.
Yeah.
I mean-
like, look, like Evolution. Like, they're
Right.
all like, look at all this fucking gold.
Yeah, Undisputed Era.
It's what we do.
Right.
And I'd be
Undisputed
fine
Era
with
did it.
Well,
it was great.
it's funny because they're doing with Damian Priest and Bad Bunny what we said that they should have done with Lashley and MVP,
Yeah.
where MVP has a 24/7 title, and every time R-Truth
Runs
tries to
up.
come steal it,
Or
Lashley's
anyone.
like
Bobby
right
Lashley's
there.
right there, and he's
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck are you gonna do?
Exactly.
The fuck are you gonna do?"
Yeah.
But yeah, give him his fucking U.S. title that he created.
Yeah.
Yes. Exactly.
Get that shit off Riddle. Let him fucking tag with the Lucha fucks all you want.
Hold on. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The year is 2006.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Who has the U.S. title?
MVP.
Yeah. See? Right? I mean,
Matt Hardy?
that. Yeah. That's all I think of is MVP when I think of the U.S. title.
Right. Exactly.
So yeah, that was built for him. He even made this one. He made it.
It's
Give it
really
to him.
amazing how they went from just dog shit to,
Right.
they're like the whole show now.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for awards. Now it's time for some breaking news. So Big Cass returned to wrestling on Sunday at
Saw the video.
Doc Gallows promotion, Lariato Pro Wrestling.
But aren't they like a minor league of Impact?
They're the minor league of the minor league of Impact.
Oh God.
This is in Georgia.
So I could be on this show next week.
Cass saved Enzo from a beatdown, and they reunited in the ring. Cass is also jacked now.
Yeah.
Did you see him? Looking better than ever. And he tweeted, after a long journey filled with an enormous amount of self-reflection, I now start my journey towards redemption. Thank you, Doc Gallows, for the opportunity, and thank you to everyone for continuing to believe in me.
And whose show was he on? Was it Jericho's show? What? He did a podcast a couple months back, Cass. And like he's like, I was pretty much almost done. Like I wanted to die.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah,
I think he owes Enzo all the credit.
Yeah, because they had a falling out, and so it's cool
like
that he's
Enzo-
back. I
Enzo
mean, now
called
that
my
he's because he was never he did not have a good body when he was in WWE.
No, he was.
He had like a dad bod, and
he
then,
was like shapes.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, he was like a dad bod in a little bit of shape.
Right. It's like when Drew McIntyre left and came back, and you're like, who's that?
humble
What?
brag
Who's
over
this
here.
guy that?
Come on, I said a little bit of shape, but dad bod.
But no, Cass looks great.
Yeah.
I would hope one day they get to come back
I know.
because Enzo was so great.
That's the most fun pop. Like if Jericho's was the biggest pop, the most like didn't see it coming pop.
Or maybe
Enzo
at least-
and Cass's debut.
Maybe at least AEW, maybe might want him. Who knows?
Right. You never know.
I'd be for it.
Yep.
I mean,
And now they go by he goes by Enzo with Enzio.
Hype.
And Cass is
XL.
like Cass ZXL.
yes.
No, just Kaz XL, I believe.
Well, it's
Yeah.
spelled.
But they capital things just to make it
All right.
copyright. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
So last Sunday, rapper Soulja Boy tweeted, "Rap game faker than WWE," and that sparked T-Bar of Retribution to respond.
Oh yes.
He said, "Does the rap game take years off your life and leave you with countless injuries and debilitating pain? Oh, well, maybe just stick to super soaking hose or whatever you did 15 years ago."
That's true. What is
Again,
he had that song?
whatever
Right.
writer is in charge of T-Bar's account, great, well done.
Yeah.
So Randy Orton responded next, saying, "Fake, dare this prick to step up. He don't like movies. Consider us actors that do stunts without pads 200 days a year, and don't bitch when we get surgically repaired and come right back. Consider us 100 times tougher than anyone you've come across. Ain't nothing but a bitch ass." And then Soulja Boy responded to Orton saying, "What you do is fake, and I stand on that. What I do is real. Come to your world, LOL. Welcome to Soldier World."
Bottom right.
So how is
are you?
how is wrestling fake but rap is real?
Right.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They're both
So I guess
entertainment.
all rappers are trying to get WWE money now.
Yeah. And again, like 25 years ago, T-Bar, yeah, I'd agree. I mean, I would disagree with T-Bar because rapping would take years off your life.
Yeah.
They would all kill each other. But yeah. So interesting there. And then Mark Henry recently said on Busted Open Radio that he's planning on having one more match in the next 6 months.
Oh.
Oh wow.
I don't watch Impact, but good luck, Mark Henry. Good luck. All right.
Ouch. Any news, Eric?
Yeah. So I've got Vince Russo being a piece of shit. He said that Reigns needs to beat Edge in 10 seconds. I'm sorry, bro. No disrespect. It's Roman's time.
Okay, well, even if you think Roman should win
Right.
in 10 seconds,
Yeah, come on.
I mean, it's one thing to be like 10 seconds. It's another thing to,
Yeah.
think Roman should win. He still might. You never know. Vince loves Roman Reigns.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
So I also have Peyton Royce's mom thought Charlotte was being a big meanie.
Okay.
She tweeted to or quoted WWE on Fox's tweet, them saying Charlotte wants the WWE Raw Women's title. Peyton Royce's mom said, "Of course you do. How about giving others a try?" Like that's like the most mom shit ever.
Is her mom hot?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, Eric.
I mean,
this
that's
is the most
her-
important thing.
Joe, get on it.
Get on it.
Hold on, I'm getting
That's
trivia
her.
ready.
That's
Andrew?
her Twitter. Oh wait, he has to reinstall Twitter. Hold on.
Okay, hold on. What's,
That is 100% true. Here,
wait, what is it? Tell me.
Oh,
Go back.
I'm sorry.
Carrie.
At KERRIER.
All right, don't say it.
Haven't we done this recently? At some point?
That's it.
One.
Right there.
Oh, it's private. Hold on. Oh, it's
a picture of a toy.
All right.
What is it? Zack Ryder's
she only
account?
Has, wait.
No.
How did someone see this tweet? She has 8 followers. She only lets 8 people follow her.
I guess one person who followed her.
Interesting. Maybe she just joined. No, it said join in 2017. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anything else?
We were talking about how the Fiend is ruined.
Yeah.
So the Wrestling Observer Awards,
Right.
they called the Fiend the worst gimmick of last year.
Probably right, I guess.
But the best gimmick,
yeah,
Orange Cassidy.
No, that's not right. That's
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Best promotion was AEW. Worst promotion, WWE. Best booker, Tony Khan. Promoter of the year, Tony Khan.
Oh, stop reading.
You guys are so biased.
So
I can't
stupid.
believe it.
I know.
So stupid.
Jesus.
So stupid.
All right. I mean, I guess I don't know. Has Dynamite been better?
I guess
right?
AEW is.
But really, does any
Meltzer's
promotion
Flintstones
promotion deserve to win best promotion?
No, it does not.
No,
not really.
What was your joke?
I said I guess AEW is Meltzer's Flintstones VHS.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Non-stop. Dropping loads all over that.
Ooh.
Yikes.
All right, on to rumors.
Ah.
By the way, someone also replied on our group message board that he was like, well, to me, that was when The Mask came out. And they came out the same year.
They did.
And Cameron Diaz was... If she wasn't because whatever movie came out first, I don't know. But whatever movie came out, that's the answer of who I jerked it to first. He was either Cameron Diaz or Halle Berry. They both came out like summer of 94.
Flintstones is a cartoon.
What?
For Halle Berry?
Halle Berry was not a cartoon.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it was like a kid's movie.
The Mask was a kid's movie.
With a super hot
Was.
Cameron Diaz.
Guns and violence and stuff. And
Oh, yeah. Like Avengers.
you watch it.
Her dress was right below her.
Yeah.
They were
It was
both
pretty hot for a
insanely
Flintstones
hot.
movie.
Yeah. When you're
No, I'm
8
talking
years
about the
old.
Mask.
Is that the John
When you're
Goodman
8
one?
years old, all you need is a hot girl in a fucking dress.
True.
And
True.
Ting, ting.
8 years old.
I was 8.
Started early.
Oh, I did.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I wasn't busting nuts at 8 years old. I wasn't like Jake Roberts over here. But
That's
I
why your
was,
balls are so big. You've been busting nuts for 4
Maybe.
years. And
Wait.
you're only 34.
Wait. How do you know the size of his nuts?
He talks about them all the time. I've never seen
I
them.
talk
I
about
want
them
it.
Sure.
I want to see them.
I said it one time, and
All
then
the Pisano's are very
it
big
became
balls.
a thing.
Very big, beautiful
All the
balls.
Bizanos, they got big balls.
lots of
Very
rogot.
big.
There's rogot inside.
Rogota meatball balls.
I'm not going to argue this.
Pajut.
Yeah. All right, rumors.
Yeah.
Jesus. Rumors! Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe.
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet.
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance.
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed.
So Madman Pro Wrestling Podcast is reporting that NXT will be moving to Tuesdays starting April 13th.
Who?
So the Wednesday Night Wars
Is over.
are over.
Oh, now what are you going to do about that podcast?
If this is true, which they're a part of Wrestling Observer, so they're, but
It's a rumor, yeah.
it's a rumor, but if it's true, it's fucking over. Which means now we'll be recording the podcast while NXT's on live.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks, but at least we'll have 2 days to watch the shows before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We'll
know.
have to cram them all in.
That
one
makes
night.
it easier, I guess, but that's another fucking day of watching wrestling. Yeah.
I mean,
So
you can watch it both. On
if this is true, that means AEW will probably start getting over 1 million because
Yeah.
they've hit it a few times, especially when NXT hasn't been on. Like they've had to go on Tuesdays a couple times,
But doesn't everyone have a recorder? And if you have a Nielsen box, it picks up everything you record, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, would it change that much? I don't know.
Well, the episode they've had where NXT
Doesn't
hasn't
go
been
against
there,
it.
and they've hit 1 million a few times.
Is there that many casual TV watchers that just go, I'll just watch this one this week?
Right.
I don't care what happens on
I
the
mean,
other one."
wrestling fans watch wrestling live for the most part.
Yeah.
A ton of them too. I try to when I can, or when I'm disgusted, I don't. But
Yeah.
because live tweeting, that's another thing. Is
Right. Yeah.
live tweeting during the shows. Dave Meltzer reported that Asuka suffered a concussion after the stiff kick from Shayna, but WWE's being quiet about it.
I'm not surprised.
So I'm sure she'll be cleared by.
She suffered a
time.
concussion from getting kicked in the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy.
Well, I think the story here is that WWE's being silent.
What else
it.
is an obvious weekly?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Meltzer also said that WWE and Big Show were far apart on money, which is what opened the door for him to sign with AEW.
What Big Show was like, I want
$1 million. And it was like, we'll make the sandwich bigger. That's all we could do.
I was about to say, like, you can have the sandwich.
Okay, we'll give you a giant from Jersey Mike's final offer.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're paying him to commentate. There must be some other thing in place for his contract where it's like, if you have a wrestling match, this is what we'll pay you, or there will be negotiations on that too, because that's a different thing.
Also, kudos on your all elderly wrestling tweet.
Thank you very
That
much.
shit-
Oh, that's right.
Oh my
you weren't
God.
on the other
That
show.
shit-
I was in
lit
all my
fires.
glory for a few days because that
Yeah.
shit lasted a while.
You
God,
you
so
really
butthurt.
found some butthurt ass people.
Oh my God, it was so much
Jesus.
fun. I was having so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
that was great. I got to do that again.
I love when
You
our
really
fans.
do.
I love when our fans come to our defense on
Right,
social
right.
media.
Yeah.
Like they make fun of WB way more.
Right.
They enjoy AW more.
Right.
They enjoy
Listen
WWE.
to our podcast once, and you'll
it's
see.
one joke.
Seriously.
Calm down. It's one joke.
Right.
Yeah, just because I
A
made
funny
fun
joke.
of
Like
just
this is
'cause-
like a read your fucking shirt, bro.
Yeah, right,
You know,
right.
This
like
is
just
one of
because I
those.
made fun of AEW doesn't mean I'm a WWE fanboy.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
fucking Mark.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're just part of the war.
exactly.
Yeah. Casualties.
And Dynamite wins, on the Wednesday Night War podcast, which you could watch on Patreon.com/What's Wrong Wrestling.
For $9.99.
Dynamite wins most weeks. We pick a winner.
Yeah.
And Dynamite beats NXT most weeks.
It's like 42-29 right now. Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Go back and watch every week.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all for rumors. So it's trivia time.
Trivia time. This is kind of interesting. You know what's funny? I was going to do the trivia that then someone put on our Facebook page on like Lashley winning the WWE title.
Yeah, we all
He's
saw
one
that.
of two people.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, RVD, which is cool.
Yeah.
So I'll go with this one. How many singles matches has The Miz won from January 1st of 2020 until now? I don't need you to name them. Just like, how many singles matches has he won?
Very specific number.
I mean, I'll give you one for Drew McIntyre. He has the title.
Yeah.
That counts as a singles match.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's at least one.
Well, so he's been tagging with
Morrison a lot.
I'm gonna say 8.
Okay.
4.
Obviously, for trivia, it's going to be a little more shocking than that.
4.
It is less than 4. 3 matches. He's won 3 matches in over a year. Early 2020 over Kofi, and then he beat Otis in October.
Oh right, yeah, he beat Otis
God, yeah.
to win it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's it.
So maybe that's why he doesn't deserve to be WWE champion.
Right.
Oh
right.
my
Right.
God.
Maybe that's why you can't take him seriously as the WWE champion.
Yeah.
and why he got squashed in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
So, yep. All right.
and really, he could have been squashed in 10 seconds, but
He really could have.
Lashley was throwing him out of the ring and
They
shit.
really drew that thing out.
Brock Lashley. Yeah.
No way, it's not happening
Yeah.
What?
at WrestleMania.
No, I just.
Oh,
mean,
you just that's his
he's
new name.
Brock Lashley.
Brock Lashley.
That's what they're trying to say.
Bobby Lesnar.
So it's going to be like, So it's going to be like Drew beats Lashley back-to-back years.
Yeah,
You know, that's what they're going to play it out to be.
pretty much.
Basically.
All right, fan questions. Hit the countdown. No, I'm just kidding. James Mahone, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Shane versus Braun at Mania?
-3.
Wes Albright says -600 trillion.
Oh, okay.
So-
That too.
That'll work.
That's a big number.
I mean, Shane will do some big bump.
Right. I mean, you always have that to look forward to, but
Maybe they'll just throw him in the cell.
outside of that,
Just so we could jump off the cell again.
there you go.
Fuck it. Do
Just
it.
to do that again.
Have Braun jump off the cell, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Joe Martin.
Then they'll collapse all the walls of the building. Just to
The
make
whole stadium will
collapse. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Joe Martin, would you ever like to see one undisputed world champion again and one roster across both Raw and SmackDown the way it used to be?
No.
I would just have one show,
Yes.
One show.
Yeah,
would
if
be
you
great.
have one show, just gut
not
like
5 hours,
3/4 of the town.
That'd be great.
and then NXT is who's shaking their leg?
Oh,
shaking
like
this
vibrating
whole
the whole
room.
place.
Shakes Pisano over here.
Shakes Pisano.
Joey Montez, who else would you guys rush to win the WWE Championship? I mean, it's like 17 years in the making, but whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you mean. Like he lost the U.S. title and then won the WWE Championship like a week later.
2 weeks, like he's been in the title picture. And
So what's the question?
Who would you rush to win the WWE Championship?
Cesaro?
Sure.
That's a good answer.
Yeah. Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Nick
Always.
Ryder, does either one of Miz or Lashley being in the title picture make any sense at all? Surely there has to be better options. I mean, I agree with the Miz, but again, I think Lashley is looking great lately. Adam Hutchinson with last week when said Triple H and Steph going looking for rare WWE memorabilia. Any thoughts on selling them Shawn Michaels' hair you ripped out years ago, Joe?
Yeah, we moved and I can't find it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Jason Deerham, do you think The Fiend should have chosen Nikki as his crazy sidekick or Porque no los dos? I mean, that's what we said when that feud was happening. We were like, oh, he should have both of them, Nikki and Alexa.
Sure, totally.
But then Nikki never was seen again.
Ever.
Matt Damon, is it time?
Matt
Damon. Is it time to get the band back together to update the intro, or has Andrew moved on to fear boner sex dreams of Charlotte? She's basically a walking fleshlight now. Okay, you know what? Keep the intro. That's what Matt Damon says.
Okay.
Okay.
Alex Gonzalez, and no, I had one dream about Charlotte. That was it.
And now it's forever immortalized in our song.
It's true.
I had to take a piss once.
Yes.
On the podcast. And it's forever immortalized.
That's right.
Joe was part-time for 3 years, and it's forever
I was at that
immortalized.
company for 9 months. 3 years.
We should have made a T-shirt back then, just like part-time Joe.
Yeah.
Or like the Where in the World is Joe Pisano shirt. That would have been good.
Should've. I still want
That
the Joe
would've been
Pisano lock of the century shirt.
Yeah.
Like you with a giant lock.
We got too creative with it because we were like naming all the locks that didn't work out.
Right.
Like it's
But
too
then-
many copyright things. You have to
Yeah,
worry
exactly.
About. Like a concert, you're just listing all of them.
Yes. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Alex Gonzalez, Pushfire Barry, the most awkward family reunion. Vince McMahon and Hornswoggle, Eric Bischoff and Eugene, or Kurt Angle and Jason Jordan. I'm going to fire Angle Jordan.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't really awkward. And Kurt even cried when he introduced him. Like it was some actual good acting from Kurt
It
for a
was.
change.
And then getting him better wishes.
Get better wishes.
Get better wishes.
That's what's so funny is when I was in the hospital, and that was like 2017, I think, the Jason Jordan thing. I was in the hospital this past December, and I got so many messages from our fans saying, "Get better wishes."
Yeah,
that's
so great.
It's still a thing. In terms of most awkward,
I guess Vince and
Hornswoggle, right?
Hornswoggle? Sure.
Most awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the meme? It was like Hornswoggle is all elite, and you can only see like from here on.
Or the John Cena's all elite, but then there's no one there.
Yeah.
It's empty.
Is it the AJ Styles Hornswoggle?
No.
He looks just like
Oh,
AJ.
well,
that's right.
That's
Yeah.
him. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. And then there's Vinnie Mac is all elite one.
Oh God.
Mr. Slapnuts, which comment aged the worst? I think this is comments we've said on the podcast.
Okay.
Which comment aged the worst? Mick Foley being GM could save Raw.
Okay.
I want to know who said these too, by the way.
Right.
So that's the first one. I will never get bored of Shane McMahon.
That was definitely Joe.
Maybe. I love him so much.
And then, it's not possible to mess up Bobby Roode's character. He's just Triple H. Which that was either me or Joe.
Yeah.
I remember,
Obviously, Bobby Roode
I mean,
aged the worst.
You can't mess him up.
It's impossible to mess him up. Wow.
Hold my water bottle.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yeah. I think, too, would have to be I'll never get bored of Shane, because I never would have thought that either. But
No.
I like him better right now than I do when he was like the stupid best in the world.
Oh, if he fucks
bullshit.
over Braun to get a Hell in the Cell match, we're back on. We're back on.
Yeah, sure.
I'd just like to know why he hates him.
Yeah.
Ryan Black, am I the only one that doesn't want to see Lashley lose the title anytime soon? I think the Hurt Business is the most interesting part of Raw at this point, and it's the best stable on the main roster has had since the Shield.
I can make an argument for
Probably
that.
right.
You know what I mean?
Since the Shield,
Right.
main roster stables, they're
For
really
sure.
You could turn them face and keep the title on him for a little while.
You could.
And let Drew get it back another
I
time.
mean, I don't know if I would turn him.
But then
face.
who would he fight at Mania?
Or just
heel?
keep them like this, but do like a transfacial kind of thing, maybe?
Transfacial. That win was transfacial for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was just because everyone hates the Miz. Bake the Cake Roberts.
That's awesome.
Will the Miz stay in the title picture, or will he pull a Kofi and forget he was champion and focus on his Mania match with Morrison against Bad Bunny and
For sure.
Booker T?
No, it's going to be Damian Priest, but yes.
Booker T?
That was a
He
mistake.
wrote Booker T.
I mean, Booker T may
Well,
be
'cause
with
he
them
was
out
in-
there.
he was in
Oh,
his video.
right, yeah.
The music video.
That'd be hilarious. Like at the last minute.
Right.
They're like it's you see Damian Priest and Bad Bunny. It's like, actually, we're going to have a replacement in this match. And it's like, oh, who's going to replace Bad Bunny? He's like, no. Booker T's replacing me, Damian Priest. Good God.
Oh.
Rachel Graham, I love Damian Priest. I think he has the potential to be great. But get him the fuck away from Bad Bunny. Or is it just me?
Oh, no. It is all of us. There are people who are really defending like Bad Bunny being there, but it's like,
Really?
if he's going to be there, have him do more than just like stand around with the title.
But why not have like it doesn't have to be our truth if they're defending him or trying to protect him for some reason. But have Tozawa run right towards Bad Bunny and then Priest just clothesline him.
Right. At least
And they walk away.
At least do something.
Why not do anything like that?
I don't love Damian Priest, but yeah, he has potential to be,
For sure.
Yeah.
And
He had some
no,
good
I mean,
matches in
the people
NXT.
defending the Bad Bunny thing are fans of Bad Bunny. Like, our friend, Issa,
Ooh.
loving all the love for Bad Bunny.
Oh, yeah. She's bad for Bunny.
Bad for Bunny.
She's bad for
Well,
Bunny.
she loves range. Those Bad Bunny, So
They're all hot. I don't know if Bad Bunny's hot, but people love his music.
They do.
I mean, as much as I love, I don't even know who I love anymore
right.
in terms of music.
Right. It's hard.
Like even celebrities, I don't know. I wouldn't want to see my favorite
I've been
celebrity
listening
like,
to the
do
same
this.
20 songs for like 6 years. So.
Basically. Adam Wilson, since WWE likes to get rid of old employees, at what age does Michael Cole qualify to be future endeavored? Hopefully soon.
Sure.
God.
Michael Cole is
I mean, at
not
least
elite.
just as long as he would be off TV, I'd be fine. I don't think he's going to get future endeavored, but
he
just
hasn't-
get off TV.
He hasn't shown his dick to an intern at some point. Come on. You know what I mean?
Come on, Cole.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Come on. Pull that thing out.
Although Vince would be
sure
like the
Vince-
one owner, the one billionaire owner in America that'd be like, that's not so bad. Well, sweep it under the rug. We're wrestling. Nobody
Have you
gives
ever-
a fuck.
You ever heard of Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever heard of Pat Patterson?
I've heard of him.
Yeah. Velveteen Dream? Heard of those guys?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Riddle?
Right. He doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leon Davies, I know Retribution have been nothing but awful, but seriously, them helping out in the Lumberjack match has to be the most stupid thing ever.
100%.
Yep. Carlos Ramirez, after Andrew's shocking revelation last week, I don't know about that. Can we get a movie recap of The Call starring Halle Berry and David Otunga? He was in that movie.
Is that a thing?
I
What
think so.
How many lines did he have?
At least none.
That was a WWE film, right? Technically, like, didn't they produce that?
I feel like they did. That's
yeah.
why we
So,
were
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Halle Berry.
Right.
How much money did they fucking throw at this
She
one?
won an Oscar,
Right.
and she's in WWE films.
Well, she also did Catwoman, so.
She did.
Yeah.
Zaheen Rahman is Apollo's new gimmick that he recently experienced a major loss and desperately needs your help getting his $50 million back into his escrow bank account to regain his royalty status.
That's what I said.
Nice. You and Zaheen on the same page there. I like it.
Exactly.
Hans the Mole Man Hart, in honor of the Big Show leaving WWE, which current roster star would benefit the most from a face/heel turn? Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Heel turn?
Well, obviously, Lashley.
Well,
I mean, he turned mid-match, basically.
yeah, but you know he's going to be a heel going forward.
Oh, for sure.
Pop Culture Junkie, do you think Vince is wishing COVID-19 had started in 2015? He could use the Thunderdome and fake crowd sounds to make Roman look as the greatest babyface in company history.
He really fucking could have. Jesus.
right.
Oh my
It's a
God.
good thing it happened when it did.
And then finally, Jason Claver, update number 11. Just watched Stone Cold go back-to-back in the 98 Rumble, and Goldberg's on the rise in WCW.
No.
Yeah.
I'll throw out a question for you guys. Do you guys prefer Mankind or Undertaker in their prime? That's like an insanely hard question.
It is.
In
like-
their prime, Undertaker. But, like, Mankind gets his due.
Mankind was literally
better-
willing
Hey,
to do anything.
Who's better on the mic? Who's better on the mic?
Mankind?
Of course.
Yeah.
Clearly. But Undertaker's gimmick was to talk.
Well, okay,
I'm
that depends what you consider Undertaker in his prime, because I do not consider ministry.
Biker Undertaker. Clearly,
Yeah, 100%.
Like I was not a fan of ministry
and
Taker,
that's Boneyard Biker
because
Taker, right?
that's when he started doing the lightning, and I hated that shit.
Right.
Undertaker's prime is when he came back in 2004 as like
Dead Man, right?
Dead Man.
Yeah.
And then because that's also when he had the best matches with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I think Mankind had some crazy, insane matches.
Because you're also just condensing it to Mankind, not Mick Foley. If you said Mick, you know what I mean, like all of Mick Foley or the Undertaker.
If WWE could go back in time and restart someone's career right now to help ratings and stuff, you would do Undertaker though.
Sure.
Okay.
I think he just means who do we like more. It's tough. I mean, they're both top 10 guys
Yeah.
of all time.
Right.
So it's not an easy one. It's hard to say one and not the other. All right, so that's all for fan questions. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. You can get a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling for just $19.99. And you become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/what'swrongwithwrestling.
Right.
$5 gets you all the bonus episodes like the Wednesday Night War podcast, RIP. We're still going to do them. They just might not be called Wednesday Night War podcast anymore.
Yeah.
And then what's going on?
We're just waiting to see if you ever caught on.
Yeah.
And then you started like we're like,
It was perfect. It was perfect.
We have all the brackets we've done where Eric storms off, loses his shit.
Yeah.
We all lose our shit.
Hey, I had to
honestly.
storm off recently.
Yes.
So-
absolutely.
You did.
All the brackets, all the pay-per-view recaps. We got Shit Lane coming up pretty soon.
But,
You know?
but
But at least we got Breakfast Lane coming.
Is Revolution this Sunday? This Sunday?
so- Revolution.
Revolution?
yes.
That's what I meant to say.
Yes, it is. You got Revolution, AEW's.
barbed wire landmine death match.
This is AEW's WrestleMania.
Sure.
Revolution.
Yeah,
That's
they say
what,
that, though,
that's what
about every
Cody
pay-per-view.
calls it. Yeah.
Yeah.
well.
Every
Anyways,
pay-per-view
All
is
in?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. All out. WrestleMania.
All out.
yeah,
Revolution. WrestleMania. It's got the same number of letters. That's it.
that's right. So yeah.
The Cody and Brandy Super Fun Time Power Hour.
Right.
WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll
We
be
got
big.
Shaq tomorrow night.
Yeah. Cody and Brandy's baby live birth.
No.
WrestleMania.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you after.
See you later, today.
We'll see you.
Bye. No, we're
It's too late. It's over. The show's
Yeah,
over.
we're cut.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big Flair's pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Every circle's loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric Gallo push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacey Kubler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong